Hello, greetings. It's me again, Zahra Jawad, and Zahra Jawad, Truth Seeker. Both channels are mine on YouTube. Again, to talk about this religion, the ayats, and I've read some what happened, why these hypocrites from Surah Azab, ayat 60 to 62. So, what these hypocrites were doing. From the Shia sources taken, and the Shia sources there don't give where it comes from. Maybe the Sunni sources and all could it have come from Imam Ali? We have Najul Balagha, read the life of Imam Ali, but everything then comes from Ahl al-Bayt, and it becomes very difficult for me to look at this neutrally from the side of the Umayyads and the enemy, the disbelievers. But still, let me go step by step. Let's see if we reach somewhere who was the real hypocrite, who was the real tyrant of that time and later on. So I'll have to go very slowly. Let's see if I can take you here in this video and prove who was who was causing all this corruption, mischief on land, killing, and all this. So anyways, I have to read between the lines because I have to do a critical examination for the sake of the truth, honesty, everything. Truth, sake of the truth, justice for all. Some things, like in the previous videos, I've mentioned why I left Islam and Shia. So Islam, Shia Islam, altogether Islam. Okay, not good at, giving out, showing you, sharing with you in words, expressions, explaining. So please bear with me again and again. So where do I start? First, I thought I would start with Surah Azab, verse 72, on the trust. How could it be that, this trust that is offered to all the mountains and all, but they refuse, like it's written in Surah 72. But man bore it. Now man is surely unjust, and what is the other word? So I opened for you the ayats, before, so then I saw another translation of it, and it says that, like I was thinking, if God, for example, God offers something or commands something, and the mountains refuse, but if you take it, then shouldn't he be happy with you? Like he's offering it, and if you say no to him, then he says, you did not take my advice, even like he told Adam. So it was an advice at that time, not a command to him not to go. That's why he really didn't sin, but he made a mistake. And the blame is put on the snake, Satan, Iblis, or snake. However, if, no, it's not in the Quran ayats, or is it? I'm not sure where he came, or it's explained in the sources how he came in that area how he came to, advise and deceive Adam to take something from the tree. So when we read the ayats and there's something wrong with the translations at times or the Arabic, it's very, very difficult to really decipher and make some ayats. Like this one in Surah Araf, about this ayat where we are told Adam goes to the tree and he kind of takes it. I'm really sorry if I'm making a mistake here. I'll have to be very careful because Prophet and the Quran and in every way they've tried to cover up so well. Sunni Shia sources, Sunni sources giving out ridiculous hadiths, nonsensical, but Shias making it more difficult. So, however, this ayat so back to the Surah Azab ayat and taking what into the Sunni sources, no, the Shia sources into consideration. Here I'm looking for the one that, so I've got all these tabs open, 58, 9, no. So looking for Surah Azab, okay. Hello, yeah, so I just paused. And here is the verse and then the commentary from Puya, Ali commentary. This is from the Shia sources under ayat 60 of Surah Azab. If the hypocrites and those in whose hearts is a disease and the agitators in the city do not desist. This is Shakir translation, stir up sedition. And Yusuf Ali here says, those who stir up sedition in the city, desist not, we will certainly, so I'm reading different, jumping here. So here now we've got the translation saying agitators, not rumor mongers. So these were the agitators and those who were stirring up sedition in the city. Desist not. We shall certainly stir thee up against them. Then will they not be able to stay in it as thy neighbors for any length of time. So correcting myself, these are different translations. You can see now I'm on the multilingual Quran, the Shia website, and these are the translations. Stir up. Not, maybe in other words, rumor mongers, and he's a leader of a religion, so they're stirring up. And what harm they can do by this, then we are told here how we're in the commentary section by Ali, because it's in black. When they put the Akapuya's commentary, they put it in blue. So let's, okay, so I'm reading now. As said in the commentary of Barat, 47 to 50 verses. I checked them, I checked the verses, I checked the commentary, I skimmed through it to see what is most important for this. So continuing reading the commentary. Even in 9 Hijrah, a large number of hypocrites were present among the believers and were actively plotting to undermine the divine mission of the Holy Prophet. Also see commentary of Barat 41 and 42. So this is what I saw mostly, like until 50, I don't know, 47. So whatever was important here. But here I have to seep out the important points. But history written by history written by their associates and followers do not mention them and their activities at all after the departure of the Holy Prophet from this world. So the history does not record from their side, the enemy side, anything, these hypocrites side, anything about this, that they were, what were they doing? Actively plotting to undermine the divine mission of the Holy Prophet. And then continuing, in fact, it was these hypocrites who annoyed, persecuted, and killed the Ahl al-Bayt of the Holy Prophet till the disappearance of the last Imam al-Qaim, and continued, that's Imam Mahdi, and continued the persecution of their followers in all ages. The hypocrites, the disbelievers, and the enemies of the truth had been seized and destroyed by Allah in the times of earlier prophets, and Allah undertakes in verse 61 and 62 that such people among the Ummah of the Holy Prophet will also meet the same fate. Here is the important point to note. From the commentary now, it's coming, I'm going to read this. History does not furnish a single example of any action taken by the Holy Prophet against the hypocrites in the sense mentioned here. This means this is what it is, and this is very, very bad. History does not furnish, even from our Ahl al-Bayt or Prophet Muhammad, from any side, even the enemy side. No, it says history does not furnish a single example of any action taken by the Holy Prophet against the hypocrites in the sense mentioned here. So, shall I continue? No. I'll stop here and see this ayat, verse 61. I haven't continued the commentary till the end. Continued reading the commentary till the end. So here, verse 61, we are told, cursed. This is with the, cursed and colon mark, Shakir translation. Wherever they are found, they shall be seized and murdered. A horrible in brackets, murdering. Yusuf Ali, translation of this ayat 61. They shall have a curse on them whenever they are found. Okay, comma, they shall be seized and slain in brackets without mercy. They shall be seized and slain. This is what it says. So here, which translations to? But because here Yusuf Ali is from the Sunni side translator. He was a Sunni Muslim. I don't know Shakir is more, but he says murdered, a horrible horrible word in brackets and then brackets closed, murdering, a horrible murdering. Better. So here Shakir is better. It's going to be very tough to see the other side, because they never recorded what they were doing, and what has come is, we are told from the Holy Prophet, they never recorded their wrongdoing, and they are also, so we have to take it from our Imams. They're also from the Umayyad side, and we are told how bad the Umayyads were, and that's from the Sunni sources, the Umayyad sources. The Sunnis take all this, so they become the Ahl al-Sunnah, And Muslims and Mu'minins, they take it from the Umayyad Abbasid sources. We were told, we Shias see all this, the Ahlul Bayt. So forget the Shia, Sunnis, Umayyad, and the Bani Hashim, Prophet Muhammad and his progeny. Now, so history, can you believe this? Like, this is so unfair that where is it? I've lost it now. But history written by their associate followers do not mention them in their activity. In fact, it was these hypocrites who annoyed, persecuted, killed the Ahlul Bayt of the the hypocrites and disbelievers, enemies of truth. Oh God, I've lost it. A single example. History does not furnish a single example of any action taken by the Holy Prophet against the hypocrites in the sense mentioned here. This ayat above, where is it? Truly, if the hypocrites and those. So this is mentioned under verse 60 of Surah Azab. Stirred, they'll be, okay. So then will they not be able to stay in it as thy neighbors for any length of time? Now what do I see commentary for verse 60 it says. So verse 61, under verse 61 it says see commentary for verse 60. This means cursed. This means I'm reading the verse now. 61. Cursed wherever they are found. They shall be seized and murdered, a horrible murdering. And then we are also told that these unbelievers, those who disobey Allah, like burn in hell after death also. But back here, let's contemplate on this. So now I've taken the sources that the Shias have given me, and what is important I stopped at because, and I emphasize this part because I stress on this part. You see, this is the way some of us, what we are doing is we're making excuses. Or are we really? Should they be seized? Accursed? Okay, I understand accursed or cursed. Hypocrites are terrible. Hypocrites and seditions. This is what it is. I have to look at this Arabic word by word, understand the Arabic. I cannot now rely on any here about this ayat 61. Yusuf Ali here translates as they shall be seized like that and slain without mercy in brackets. That's it. That they shall be not butchered. It doesn't say they will be slaughtered. So they will be seized, slain, and all this. That's it. Without mercy in brackets. Now who do we trust? So it's made difficult for me even more. So, and I'm scared. So these are special ones mentioned here. Hypocrites, and those in whose hearts is a disease, and those who stir up sedition in the city desist not if they do not stop. So you can read the ayat, Surah Tawbah, another name Barat, verses 47. No, look into the commentary of verses 47 to 50, even, okay, 47 to 50, and 41 and 42. I've looked at it. It's now it's become a little more difficult. Let's see. I want to find the true translation of these ayats. I won't be able to. When in Quran.com I saw this, it was like terrible for me. And then we are told like Battle of Khandak, Jews and what? No, when the Battle of Tabuk, why Imam Ali had to, was asked to remain behind, and so the children, and this is from the Shia sources. The children and the women remained in what? Remained in what? Enslaved or something under these enemies in the city, Medina. Okay, so this is where I'm at. I wanted to share this. May we really, truly have some fear of God and trust justice. Do justice. Very, very dear to me. Doesn't seem like even what the Shia sources have given me have done any justice. They're always defending Prophet Muhammad and the Ahl al-Bayt, excluding the wives. So Surah Al-Mu'mineen, where do I go now? I've written. So it becomes very difficult. I see that it becomes very difficult for the so-called enemies to prove he's a false prophet, and and so, and another question just came to my mind today. I'm on this, is that the progeny of Prophet has come from his daughter and not like son-in-law, of course, mixed in it. I mean, son-in-law is not the son, but the son-in-law and the cousin. So, what's the problem here, you may ask? Is that the Sayyids, the princes of, they call themselves the progeny. What does that mean? Grandsons, and what are we told in the Quran? That he's not the father of any of your men, right? Any of your men, any of the men. He's not the father. What he did to Zaid, to marry, I guess. But that's just my side of the story. And this is the Sunni side, the Shia side. Shia sources, what they provide us with. And the Sunni sources come from the Umayyads. The Shia sources come from looking at both the Umayyad side, the historical, what Tabari has recorded, what Sayyuti, I guess he's also a historian Islamic. He was, Sunni. And all these, so I've heard of Al-Sayyuti. I hope I'm pronouncing his name properly. I think he's an historian for the Sunnis. All these sources that we gathered, which have been brought to us and preserved up till this day, Sahih Bukhari, Sahih Muslim, Hadiths, Sunni sources. And so we look at all of them and keeping it open, let's see what happens. So the sons, how do they call themselves? The sons of great grandsons of Prophet Muhammad. So, of course, I know the Surah Maryam ayat is there, and that Isa al-Masih came from without a father, but it was a miracle of God. But these great grandsons have Prophet Muhammad's daughter had a husband. So there's a little bit of difference there. I'm not I haven't yet answered this. It's kept open. I'm just sharing a question that has propped into my mind. Please keep asking questions. Like, oh, one thing leads to another thing, another thing leads to another question. And let's see if we can get an answer. So how do these Sayyids call themselves the grandchildren? They must be from Imam Ali's progeny. Because, you write Abul Hassan, the father of Hassan, or Ali bin Abu Talib. So, and it's Hussein bin Ali. It's not Hussein bin Fatima, his mother's name, who was the daughter of Prophet Muhammad. And so it should have been changed like this to this. Could there be, there's something missing, I feel, in this. How do we now, and then I feel like, how do we now rely on the progeny of the Prophet to give us the true account of what happened there? Because, there were all these hypocrites, there were people with diseased hearts, there were rumor mongers, liars, and others. How do we go about now with this? Not trusting, because I feel I cannot. I'm confused. I'm in a mess. I'm in turmoil. I can't find. I don't know who to trust. So I'll be seeping through and going through until I burn all my bridges. Point noteworthy is this that I found. Something in between the lines I found. What is this? So as scared I am, and with my mistakes and impediments, I don't know, they could come after me. But I'm trying to find the truth and nothing but the truth. So for that, I'm sharing, how do I find the truth in this? Those hypocrites were they mention, not me, the Quran mentions Madinans, the Jews also, who had a war with Rasulullah. Like there were 10,000 army of men, Makkans, disbelief, these idol worshippers, and I guess wherever sometime they were mixed, helping each other against Prophet Muhammad in Medina. So I don't know, in Khandak or Khandak, yeah, the Battle of Khaybar. Where was it that Imam Ali was the one sent, and he fought with Amr. I can't remember his last name. So he was from the Jews. Amr was from the Jews, and Imam Ali killed him, defeated him or something. And then all those 10,000 troops left, military. 10,000 people from the Jews, Makkans, I don't know. I've read about this, Surah Tawbah, so from the Shia sources. They left because in their thing it was that if you kill our leader, we leave. 10,000 left, soldiers there. Okay, so now I said if this whole thing changes and this is true, then I will correct myself. Let's see if it does change. And so, hypocrisy. History does not furnish a single example of any action taken by the Holy Prophet against the hypocrites in the sense mentioned here. So we are told to, for details about this, to read in the commentaries under these verses in Surah Tawbah. Another word for it is barat. Okay, so We were told that they were making a lot of mischief, were actively plotting to undermine the divine mission of the Holy Prophet, were trying to kill some 12 hypocrites, were trying to, I don't know, maybe some were trying to kill Prophet Muhammad, plotting to kill him. But so what is the Arabic word for this? Is it really massacre indiscriminately? And the definition of massacre, of a complete massacre, is taking them. First we are told, like slaying them and then butchering them, cutting them, into pieces, something like this. Like animals, butcher or slaughtering them. So as I was reading, I of course have come. I'm doubting this because I feel a lot of defense is used heavily for, and they, like if history has, because you see here, even the Shias record that history. They're trying to defend him. I don't know what happened, but that this kind of thing is wrong. This verse. So see how they're trying to cover it up. Oh my God. History does not furnish a single example. Meaning history has not given a single example of any action. Not one action taken by the Holy Prophet against the hypocrites in the sense mentioned here. Not so they were. So this ayat, so 61 verse 61, cursed wherever they are found, they shall be seized and murdered, a horrible murdering. So where does Allah say that to this prophet that I have forgiven you for not taking any action against them? In the Quran ayat, here Allah is saying what are so here the commentary says that history has not recorded one action. What Allah has said has allowed him here. He's better than, like Rasulullah never did it. Never did it. Meaning Rasulullah is better than Allah. When Allah, and you know what here then? Such has been the course of Allah with respect to those who have gone before, and you shall not find any change in the course of Allah. This is the next verse, 62. Allah has been consistent. Who is making? Who is covering? Who is hiding? Who is making excuses? Who is, if this prophet falsely, unjust, and even his followers and the things falsely said, what happens? Who are you going to kill now? I'm not telling you to kill anyone. We were told Imam Hussein gave his all and sacrificing, and they really didn't want to fight until when all avenues of peace and Yazid's army came to attack them. Did they? So I took you step by step, did they? Ask yourselves these questions. Did Yazid's army come to attack them? Okay, they had a sedition where they were plotting to kill Imam Hussein in Makkah for Hajj, during Hajj. He changed his Hajj to Umrah and then, left Makkah. So it's going to be very difficult this verse was made easy for me. Now we're saying the Prophet, you cannot find, you mean to say that if Allah is allowing him here, who is he? The Prophet. Better than Allah? And this is Allah's way, consistent, cannot be changed. Doesn't change. Oh. But no, he resisted. Even though they were plotting against him and all this, he resisted this ayat. They're accursed. Wherever they are found, do you think Allah is it was not your hand, it was Allah's hand who struck them and who stopped them and all this going on. Ask yourself, does it make sense here to say history does not give us a single example of any action taken by the Holy Prophet against the hypocrites in the sense mentioned here? And then you know what they do. Here, under 61, they don't put it here, they put it here, under 60. So we go back up here. So you read, cursed, wherever they are found, they shall be seized and murdered. A horrible murdering. Murdered. A murdering. Shakir translation of verse 61 Surah Azab. 62, this is the course of Allah. Such has been the course of Allah. Like he's done this. But history records there's nothing that this Prophet Muhammad ever took such an action. No record of it. Not a single record. How they put it? Not a single record of it, my God. God, give me some way to show you, right? How what are they doing? See. Oh my God, I've got to go and have tea. I think I need to. Children, women, enslaved in Medina, we are told. That's why Imam Ali was sent for. No, I don't want to deceive you. I don't want you to go here and there. Like I have been going and I stopped myself. Because then you see, you're not looking at this. Huh? No, but maybe, yes, let's burn all our bridges. A very, very stubborn Shia in me. Very, wants to go into details, make sure everything is right. Because Allah. And how we are scared. And now I'm more scared, more and more. As we repeat these ayats, sometimes getting like jolt. Oh my God, what did I do? So, what have I said? No, maybe I'm wrong. So have to read the accounts historically recorded from all sides. And so do all this. When he is so great, Prophet Muhammad, that in Surah Tahrim too, Allah tell him, why are you pleasing your wives? And why have you promised them this? Break it, and forbidding yourself what Allah has allowed you. So just looking from the wife's side, where Aisha and Hafsa, or whoever is annoying the Prophet, it just doesn't make sense. So if you want to keep that thing of defending him, because if you give if you say anything wrong about Allah, Where are you going? You know what's happening to you? You can say things against Imam Ali. Give us example. Muawiyah was saying things against Imam Ali, not Prophet Muhammad. He was a Sahaba, according to the Umayyad side. And we cannot say anything but Radiyallahu anhu. Yeah, so unless like Shias we look into this matter, they've got the family, they from the family, like, you know, like ask yourselves, like, also about the 12 Imams. Now the Ismaili Imam doesn't give up his imamat, but there's someone who's saying, who explains his side, and then there's a disconnection from the Nas of imamat, from the progeny of Prophet Muhammad, or Imam Ali, actually. Yeah, but the sons and daughters of, you can call yourself the sons and daughters of Fatima Zahra and Imam Ali. You can? Yeah, because they come from that one race. What is this one race called? One progeny. One. So they. Okay. Yes. Isa ibn Maryam. Okay. Is also, yeah. They come from this. Who have kept their covenants with Allah. One Allah. So multilingual Quran. Just seeing which ayat, where I should take you. Surah Fat ayat, I think I should take you to. You want to Surah Munafiqun. The nomadic Arabs who stayed behind will say to you, we were preoccupied with our wealth and families, so ask forgiveness for us. They say with their tongues what is not in their hearts. Say, who then can stand between you and Allah in any way, if He intends harm or benefit for you? In fact, Allah is all aware of what you do. So please ask forgiveness for us. They're called hypocrites. And you know, it says here in the ayat, here before this ayat, beginning, I think, that they give a bad name so that Allah may forgive you for your past and future shortcomings, perfect His favor upon you, guide you along the straight path. And so that Allah will help you tremendously. Haven't I prayed for this? Guide me to the straight path. He is the one who sent down serenity upon the hearts of the believers, so He may admit believing women. Also they punish the hypocrite. Also so that He may punish the hypocrite, women, polytheistic men and women, all this who harbor evil thoughts of Allah. Allah may punish, I think, that Allah, and He may punish the Allah. Who assume about Allah an assumption. They are evil. Upon them is a turn of evil, and Allah's wrath is upon them, and He has cursed them and prepared for them hell, and evil is the destination. We cannot even blaspheme. Look, if we say anything against Allah, evil thoughts, we can't, yeah. So we're doomed. We have assumed evil thoughts about Allah. Atheists are doomed. Gone cases. You know what atheists have on them? Oh, and these ex-Muslim atheists, how can they just leave? How are they even in one piece? Because who is here we are told, and then somewhere else in another ayat, go after them and find them and kill them. You know, Allah has become angry with them and has cursed them. Evil thoughts, even assuming evil thoughts about Allah, it is very, yeah. So, and to Allah alone belong the forces of heavens and the earth, and Allah is Almighty, All-Wise. I think you would like to. Are you looking for justice? For the, neutrally. So I'm sharing here. And yes, the emotions and all this come up, like I said in my previous video. So did you do Shia's? Sorry I asked this way, but you will be asking me too, like your Sayyid did. Why did your parents not? Like in a hard, firm tone. How could they falter in this duty of theirs? It was their duty to give you a Quran master who will teach you, Quran teacher. The nomadic Arabs who stayed behind will say to you, O Prophet, we were preoccupied with our wealth and families, so ask forgiveness for us. But Allah, Rasulullah knows what is in their hearts, what they afterwards did perhaps. The truth is you thought that the messenger and the believers would never return to their families again, and that was made appealing in your hearts. Families from Medina to Mecca. All Rasulullah's families now settled in Medina. And first, why did the Jews embrace Prophet Muhammad? When he left, we are told, according to Shia accounts, he ran. He had to escape Mecca because they were plotting to kill him there. And then they embraced him, they welcomed him, at least forget embrace. They welcomed him, the Jews of Medina. All your families go to Medina. Maybe, before here, some leave their houses. Idol worshippers, Makkans, they plunder, they throw away their things and break their houses like that. So, like that, they would never return to their families, meaning their homeland, this part. Or, so, oh my God, there's this really, like, oh my God, hurting gaze on me. And whoever does not believe in Allah and His Messenger, then surely we have prepared for the disbelievers a blazing fire. You know how no, you don't know my sincerity. I mean, is this the way? If whoever, what did Fatima Zahra say in my dream? Prophet Muhammad's, and whoever has not believed in Allah and His Messenger, has not believed, then indeed we have prepared for the disbelievers a blazing fire. Isn't it fear-based? Blazing fire. Who wants to be in the blazing fire? So what would you choose? if you are born in a Muslim family, you would choose, even like your thoughts are not, sometimes you're confused, you're in doubt. I've heard Muslims, Sunni Muslims, very, very scared. They are scared. They can't question. If a doubt come, I don't know what the Sunni ulamas will be saying, so I'll just close this tab. And final ending, not a conclusion, I leave it open and then I'll come back sharing. And the Shias also, we are told to look at Imam Hussein, not question the wisdom of Allah. And some Quranites we also don't understand. The Imam's wordings, communications, explanations, we also don't understand. What do we understand? Some things we don't understand. What are we doing? So if you want to, okay, you can defend your Prophet. Stand there, defending your Prophet. Please make a video. Defend your Prophet. Defend Allah. Keep doing majlises. Now do this against us who are seeking, truth seekers, who are confused about and sharing their confusions, questions. Don't kill us. Don't come after us, killing us, assaulting us. We don't know. I'm thinking that this Allah, Prophet Muhammad distorting himself. For example, he's sometimes Allah tells him that you can do this, but we have not found a single example in history that Prophet Muhammad ever did practice this kind of murder, slaughter, and what. But look at the wordings. What? In this manner, when Shias want to explain something against the Umayyads, the army, what? We give details, don't we? Like butcher, slaughter, children, plot, every detail. So I'm afraid I'll have to go through this Khandak, where this part, Surah Azab. But now you tell me, Shias, if you're listening, and if you will be listening later, won't we be scared? So what would you choose? Confused, scared, in doubt. Can I deny this? I cannot. Shall I be dishonest and deny it? I cannot. So I'm sharing all these things. And what will happen to me? Where will I be? Please, honestly ask yourselves these questions. Be honest. Without the security that Allah and the Messenger and Ahlul Bayt have promised you. Security afterwards? Here suffer? Okay, trials and tribulations. But what about that verse in the Quran? O Allah, for the sake of Allah do thou endure patiently. For the sake... Oh my God, what is this movement here? Okay, sorry, excuse me. Oh God. Okay, so for the sake of thy Lord, do thou endure patiently. There's a verse, this is from the Ahmadi Quran. Do you think Ahmadis are not sincere? So why the killing of Ahmadis in Pakistan? I saw an Ahmadi mother praying, Ahmadi teacher's mother praying namaz. And the Baha'is in Iran, They were, see, because why? Some people, this opened Prophet Muhammad not to practice, not a single example in this manner of how it written by the Shia. Huh? So, no. Now I go back to where? Surah Azab. I was on Surah Fat about the Bedouins and what they assume about Allah, evil thoughts. The others, we are told, whoever assume evil thoughts about Allah. Right? So, here, multilingual, where is it? Surah Azab. Cursed they will be, wherever they are caught. They will be taken and massacred with general massacre. This is from Quran.com. Dr. Ghali and Abul Halim, they will be rejected wherever they are found. They will be arrested and put to death. What is this? Maududi, they shall be cursed from all around, and they shall be ruthlessly killed wherever they are seized. So we are told that Prophet Muhammad, even after this verse came down for him to do to those who were enslaving women, children in Medina, he never took them, and this never happened to them. Enslaving. They had enslaved the children and the women in Medina. He didn't. What he did was, he knows who the hypocrites are. He went up to each and every one of them, whereas the Jews were testing him. Even, I will show you how they testing him, whether he a hypocrite or not. And maybe he failed. But from the Shia sources and perhaps the Sunni, it come that in Khandak, food come. Now, in the Bible, what are we told? We are told in the Bible that this fish come from the basket. Now, about Khandak, they write that even there miracles happen. I cannot believe that. I cannot believe the Sunni, Umayyah, Shia, Ahlul Bayt sources. So I have to look at it again and again, go through it very deeply. My studies is on. I'm sharing. I'm still a former Shia, and hopefully will remain a former Shia. Sometimes I say this, yes. They shall be cursed from all around. They shall be cursed. They shall be cursed from all around, and they shall be ruthlessly killed. What is this, a command of God or not? An enactment of Allah. Such is the way of Allah. Something, an enactment. What? Oh, you're telling me, come on, that, Prophet Muhammad never did this after this ayat come down, that he can do this to his enemies? I see. The hypocrites, those sedition makers, what do you call them? Inciting people against him, plotting for his life, to take his life. But then we are told this great Almighty Allah and His power save him, and Imam Ali survive all this. I wonder what happened. That in Medina also, he's in Medina, he's in Jewish territory, Jewish city, and many are Jews there. So they never killed him. And when in Khandak, no, in Khyber, when the Jews bring their leader, send their leader, say, come, fight. No. You know what Imam Ali tell Amr? No. You know what Amr tell Imam Ali? This is from Shia sources. Amr tell Imam Ali, the Jew from Medina, the Jewish leader, the military general, perhaps the first in the battlefield. Who's the aggressor, huh? Who's the aggressor? With 10,000 troops behind him, soldiers behind him. You know what he tell Imam Ali? I don't want to kill you. I don't want to fight you or something. I'm your father. Your father was my good friend. We enjoyed some days. What we are told Imam Ali say in Battle of Jamal with Aisha? After all this. No, before, in the beginning. Consider our past relationship. So right now I read from the Shia sources about the Battle of Khyber. Oh, no battle taking place. Just two leaders meeting, two generals like in the battle. The Jewish Amr and the Mu'min Ali. And what Amr tell Imam Ali? Can you believe this? Or shall I go there? So I'll have to go to Surah Barat ayats, commentary section. Just a minute, please. Hello, yeah, so here I can't find that about Khandak, but I found this Battle of Tabuk. I read this. It's in under verse 47 of Surah Tawbah, 9th chapter of the Quran. There were hypocrites who stayed in Medina and refused to go with the Holy Prophet in the expedition of Tabuk. After the battle of Hunain, they were plotting to kill him at the first available opportunity. At the time when he was passing through a low land while returning from the Tabuk expedition, 12 hypocrites tried to carry out their plot but failed, because in that very moment when they were about to strike, a lightning flashed and they ran away. The Holy Prophet disclosed their names to Hudayfa and asked him to keep them as a secret. This is written by Aka Mehdi Puya, says. So this part of the source narrations history comes from Aka Puya, and above it by Ali, a large number of hypocrites. Above this commentary is the commentary of Ali that I'm reading now. A large part of hypocrites were with the Holy Prophet in the expedition of Tabuk. Although most of them stayed at Medina not only to create disorder and dissatisfaction, but also to give report of all that was taking place to their comrades in Medina. Even in 9 Hijrah, a large number of hypocrites were present among the believers and were actively plotting. So I was looking for any such thing as were they plotting against Prophet Muhammad's life. Here it says actively plotting to undermine the divine mission of the Holy Prophet. So remember Surah Azab verse, need I now, they successfully persuaded many companions to run away from the battlefield, written by associates and unmentioned departure of the Holy Prophet from this one. Okay, so this was the important point. What were they plotting? This whole commentary is under verse 47, Surah Tawbah of the chapter 9 of the Quran. So this is what I was looking for. Were they plotting? They're not plotting against the Holy Prophet's life. They are plotting against and to undermine the divine mission of the Holy Prophet. It makes sense because we are told that he remained alive. 12 hypocrites got frightened. They wanted to kill the Prophet. This doesn't make much sense. They got scared. What? Their plot failed. They were after the lives of Prophet Muhammad. This part, Akka Mehdi Puya has written. He's a true Ahlul Bayt, I guess. Ahlul Bayti follower. Or perhaps he was also after the truth. But this part, sorry, doesn't make sense. 12 hypocrites tried to carry out their plot, but failed. Because in that very moment when they were about to strike, meaning they were after the life of Prophet Muhammad, it says here, plotting to kill him at the first available opportunity. After the battle of Hunain. Okay, and then where have I missed that great part where Amr, Holy Prophet option. So I was looking in Surah Tawbah, and maybe here, I don't know. Let me just pause this. Oh, it's not pausing. Okay. So it's not pausing. It's become kind of hot, the phone. While rumored that Ali was not found suitable. This is about the Battle of Tabuk. No. Yeah, the expedition of Tabuk. Their oaths were false, and by taking the false, destroyed. Oh, here, planned to stay in Medina to plunder the city and enslave. You know, all their oaths, where is this? Okay, I have to read this. This is under 41, multilingual Quran, verse 41 of Surah Tawbah. Trying to get all this, who were these hypocrites in Medina? In these verses, the arts and excuses of the hypocrites who either watched the battles as unconcerned spectators from a safe distance or took to flight when, in their opinion, defeat was certain, have been exposed. Defeat was certain in their opinion. If there had been booty in sight or an easy walkover, they would gladly have come. All their oaths were false, and by taking the false oaths, they destroyed their souls. They planned to stay in Medina, to plunder the city, and enslave the women and children in the absence of the Holy Prophet. Here, enslave the women and children in the absence of the Holy Prophet. My goodness. Before him, this place was the city, must be great, that even the Jews could give refuge to the Holy Prophet. Such a peaceful city, and keep him safe from the Meccan pagan, najis, impure, abominable idol worshippers. Now what has happened to this city is that still the children and women are plundering. Sorry. They are plundering and enslaving. Plan to stay. Plunder the city. Who is trying booty inside? Okay. So this is under 41. I really don't want to complete my sentence. And what else is it? I'm trying to look for where Amr tells Imam Ali that he doesn't want to have a fight. He doesn't want to fight Imam Ali. Maybe because Imam Ali, the friend of, he tell Imam Ali that he was a good friend of his father Abu Talib. They had some good times together. So you know what happens? Maybe he let Imam Ali kill him. because he older than Imam Ali. Amr. And we say, with one Zulfiqar, he just, let me see here. All praise belongs to Allah. I found it. The Lord of the pagans, idol worshippers, pagan idol. Here, it's in Surah Azab. The enemy was struck dumb with astonishment. Oh, okay. When Ali and Amr stood face to face, Amr said to Ali, by God. Who said to Ali? Amr said to Ali, Amr, by God, I do not like to... Amr said to Ali, by God, I do not like to put you to death because your father was my friend and I enjoyed many a feast at his dinner table. Ali replied, there could be no friendship between belief and disbelief. So by Allah, I'm here to kill you. Amr was described by the Holy Prophet as the personification of infidelity. Oh my goodness. Nevertheless, even such a person had a moral sense to give respect and have consideration for the son of the man who treated him well. But the so-called followers of the Holy Prophet, who not only guide, so it is a struggle between faith and infidelity. So, anyways, this is about Khandaq and the troops. Amr was described. Okay. So the enemy was struck dumb with astonishment. Amr reining forward towards the Muslims, challenging them to single combat. What followed after this challenge has been mentioned in the commentary of Al-Baqarah, verses 214 and 251. So this is what I wanted to tell you. And then there were these 10,000 troops. Here it's mentioned. It's Surah Ahzab, verse 9. So all this, it's about this, I think, Khandaq. And this verse these verses 20, 22 and 23, and this verse refer to the battle of Khandaq. 9, verse 9. Surah Ahzab. The Surah Al-Ahzab takes its name from the army of the allied clans which came against the Muslims in the 5th year of the Hijrah. The pagans of Makkah, the Jews and Bedouin Arabs entered into an unholy alliance, came with a force of 10,000 men, and besieged the Muslim community in Medina. This battle has been described in detail in the commentary of Baqarah 214 and 251, meaning verses 214 and 2. A trench, Khandaq, was dug round Medina as advised by Salman, by the order of the Holy Prophet. When Ali ibn Abi Talib killed Amr bin Abdwud in single combat, the whole army of 10,000 men went back to Makkah without further fighting. This type of unique retreat after the defeat of one warrior never happened in the history except in the time of Prophet Dawood when he killed Jalut. Ali's triumph became so decisive that the pagans of Makkah or their allies never made any attempt thereafter to attack Muslims in Medina. They thought this was a Is he? Jews saying, oh, he's that, he's the sign. You know, the story of Hazrat Dawood and Jalut in this, in the Quran too, Quran verses somewhere. Not in this, though. This is a commentary I'm reading, but. So it is reported that at the time of the digging trench, the trench of stone in the earth was found, which neither could be removed nor broken. So I've read all this. The people went to the Holy Prophet, seek his help, and he came and struck it thrice with an axe. Sorry, my voice going here, but look at this. What has Amar to say about when Ali and Amar stood face to face? Amar said to Ali, by God, I do not like to put you to death, because your father was my friend, and I enjoyed many a feast at his dinner table. Sorry, I'm getting quite tired now. Ali replied, there could be no friendship between belief and disbelief. So by Allah, I'm here to kill you. Ali did not listen. So sorry, I said previously that Amar said that he did not want to fight him, but from these words, I guess, or a mistake by me, I apologize. But no, I think that no. Really, Amar was better than Ali. He did not want to fight. He did not want to fight Ali. What a thing is, this man is. Why is he getting Amar fighting Ali, Ali fighting Amar? Holy Prophet said it is a struggle between faith and infidelity. The embodiment of faith shall crush the entirety of infidelity. At last the voice of Ali pronouncing Allahu Akbar. Ali must be down. So love Prophet Muhammad, leave your father, Abu Talib, his friends. They used to have many a feast, and now what are we told in the Surah? Azab. Now when you come, many a feast. And there was no time period when your friends could leave. In Surah Azab, what are we told? You come, in the verse, what are we told? That's why I'm saying Surah Azab. Not in the commentary, in the verse. No more can you do this. The Prophet feels shy. These annoying guests, they trouble, they come, they don't linger on because they linger in other words. And that poor Amar, the Jewish man, he really, sorry, I'm just moving something here. Very, very good, yeah. Shias, you've done a great job. Muhammad, like I think Imam Ali also reluctantly had to now fight in Khandaq. First he's saying, my eye injured, I cannot come, but Muhammad want Ali to also fight. His father's good friend, a friend, many a feast they had together. Yani Abu Talib, and I'm saying Surah Dhaha. This is it. For Muhammad, this is it. For Muhammad, then it's Allah. This is it. He's bringing wars against each other. Killing. You can't say anything. Anyone, what? I don't know now. I don't know if anyone, they love their Allah. How can Jews not love their Allah? Assuming evil thoughts, you are hypocritical Jews, pagan Arabs are hypocritical, assuming evil thoughts about Allah. And what is the punishment for that Allah will give? And you never practice this, but this is the way of Allah consistent. It doesn't change. Surah Azab ayat again, back to Surah Azab, later ayat 60, 61, 62. I mean, what is this? Really? Maybe now Imam Ali also starting to realize that killed his father's friend. And this, what did Amr say? Who is the aggressor? Muhammad make Abu Talib's sons aggressors. Huh? He's what here? I put it off. Sorry, I'm very tired. I thought I was going to go. I think I will continue in another video. Sorry to keep anyone waiting and myself. Wait a minute here. What did did he say I'm ready to die? So Azab, what did crush the entirety of Imam Ali say to Amr, so by Allah, I'm here to kill you. These words of Amr, Quran.com. No, this is not Quran. Sorry, excuse me. I'm really tired. Quran.al-islam.org. Who are these people, you know? Shias. Huh? No, this is a Shia. I mean this, Imam Ali. Who the greater? I'm not fighting Jews. When Ali and Amr stood face to face, Amr said to Ali, by God, I do not like to put you to death. Because, what he say? What he remind? Because your father was my friend. Past ties. Past, please have some consideration for your past ties. What happened? What he say, Imam Ali? Not here, in the Battle of Jamal, with Aisha and all. Whoever enemy, what he say? But Shias, what he say? You tell me. Please have consideration for the past ties. Sorry, I cannot bend here. Oh my goodness. What Imam Ali say here? Was he forced? He was also made to go crazy. Look at the contradictions here. I have to seep through the comment. So there could be, this is recorded by the Shias, coming from the Shias, very well researched, falls into perspective. Everything is, no. It's enough now? Is it enough? Go back to Surah Azab, punishment, accursed, ayat 61. Now, I'm a former Shia, and I will never come to this religion because this prophet is a mass, he's a mass murderer, and if you believe in these commentary section and all, then see between the lines and find out he's what he did to Bani Qurayza and what happened. What this I say, what Allah say he never practice against those hypocrites. And please give me a break. Yes, he may have been, he's not even following the command of Allah, going against the command of Allah in the Quran, like, and this is the consistent way of Allah. It doesn't change. We're not following that unchanged way of Allah against these hypocrites mentioned. What are the other ones? In whose hearts is a disease mentioned, people, and who are the sedition makers, instigators, whatever translation word you use for that Arabic word in the Quran, or rumor mongers. He doesn't practice that. He's going against the word of Allah, the way of Allah, the command of Allah. There we would not say it is the command of Allah to kill them. Accursed, find them, capture them, seize them, and thoroughly kill them, and what? The last word is slaughter them, completely finish them. Now here I'll just finish. Ali replied, there could be no friendship between belief and disbelief. So by Allah, I'm here to kill you. I'm surprised. I'm shocked that, sorry, I just finished this now. I'm shocked that the Shias, Sunnis, forget the Sunni Muslims. Sorry, Sunni Islam gone case for me. Sunni Islam gone case. I'm really surprised. And what a contradiction. And Battle of Khandak, Battle of Jamal, what do you say? When Aisha instigated this whole thing, what did he say to them? The instigator against Imam Ali. What are they trying to tell us? I'm surprised that the Shias don't get it and don't show us. Are you scared that if you leave Islam, you'll be your parents, you'll have to leave everything? But this is what he do, Prophet Muhammad too. He make Ali fight his father's friend, maybe best friend. And he not consider, he say what jawab, what answer he gives to Amr. And the aggressor who wants to kill? Disbelief against belief. I can give you an ayat from here. What? Oh God, don't. Surah Azab. Kill their leaders. What? Fight them. Fight their leaders. Here. Chrome opening. Wait a minute. Show you this I have saved in one. No, I didn't. Gone. For some. This My Islam. My Islam. Surah Tawbah ayat. What did it say here? I don't know. And if they break their oaths after their treaty and defame your religion, not you, your religion, well, then you are the false prophet. Of course, then it comes to Prophet Muhammad. Then fight the leaders of disbelief. For indeed, there are no oaths sacred to them. Please, Abu Bakr, we are told, never breaking his promises. Fight them that they might cease. What ayat number is this? Surah Tawbah, ayat 12. Kufrnahum la iman. Faqatilu. Fight them, kill them. What does this mean? How it written? Because qatil is killer. So fight them until you kill them? What you hiding? I mean, please tell us. I don't know this Arabic. Make war on the leaders of unbelief. Yani jihad. Let's see another one. Fight the leaders of... Who will give me the truth here? Then fight. I think they'll tell me the way. Maybe they'll get... This is the truth. All of them saying then fight the leaders. I guess it is the way it is written. If they revile your religion, then fight the leaders of disbelief. So they say in Arabic, this classic Arabic, Quran Arabic, attack your faith, make war on the leaders. Fight the leaders, make war, you go fight them. They're just saying, and if they break their oaths after their treaty and defame your religion, they're just defaming your religion. You are the one building a battlefield. You are the one leading them to it. Why in the world did Yazid's army bring... Sunni say, Umayyad say. They take it from Umayyad. Whoever, Abbasid, all this coming from Abbasid, Umayyad, that Yazid army had to corner. Now you Sunnis to listen, please come here. I hope when you listen, you also correct yourselves. And who is fighting? Who is leading to the battlefield? All avenues of peace. When all avenues of peace, we are told, were closed for Imam Hussein, what he do? Then they have come, self-defense, you have they really come for you? They corner him to Karbala. Sunni Muslims, this I believe in you. Okay? But not for flattery or anything. So, if they violate their oaths after the covenant and taunt you for your faith, this Yusuf Ali taunt you for your faith. Fight here the chiefs of unfaith. This is it, we are gone cases. For their oaths are nothing to them. Oh, we are the leaders. Ex-Muslim, me, ex-Muslim, former Shia, altogether leave Islam, drop it, forget it, gone case. Now it is enough for me. So many contradictions. You people in a mess. If you even don't, or maybe Jews are changing their mind because Prophet Muhammad, Dr. David would write. Thank you, dear brother, so very much. These Westerners looking into this so well for justice, for truth, and we saying all this for justice, for truth. This. Can you not see what I'm reading? No. Sorry. Look, Aina, Anna, this, that, here. Listen. Sorry, what I saying, can you not hear me? And I not, and then my Shia mind going anti-circles, or this side, or that side, what this side, that side, what side? You fearing, you fearful, frightened, wild ass, like we are told in the Quran. Let Imam Mahdi come kill me, butcher me, slaughter me. What? But maybe, do they, women? I don't know if they, what if the woman, okay, this I continued, another 1 hour, 32 minutes now. So, woman, what you do with woman, how do you put to death the leader woman? What if idol worshipper woman? I find one. I think they kill an idol worshipper woman, right? How they kill her, I don't know. I will find and then complete in my second video, maybe a short one, hopefully, and do away with this religion. It is too much. I don't want to even touch. I don't know how this time I come into this touching, looking at the ayats. You hear me with this taunt, this against, not even your life is at stake. What we told, what you told, Zara, that when your religion, you give your life for your religion, you fight for your religion, you think of Imam Hussein, what will you say? Labbaik ya Hussein, Labbaik ya Hussein. So Imam Hussein, what he say? Fight when your religion is in danger. And who is the leader now? Who is the leader? Who are you killing now? A woman. You're going to kill a woman. You're going to come after me. See, I know that. I will show you next time more. Thank you so much. I take my leave now. And I hope you also leave Islam altogether. Sunnis, Shias. Thank you so much.